make ends meet during the multiple lockdowns in Ontario. 24-year-old international student Bhavya came to Canada for a higher study. But due to pandemic, he lost his job and faced more struggle to get another work.
When I came to Canada, I spent almost a month to find a job, and at the same time, I'm really stressed as I had to find a job, and at the same time, I need to focus on my study.
Initially, he joined DGS Event Company, who is hiring staffs for different events. But unfortunately, due to widespread of corona, all the events were cancelled and he lost his job.
Because of the pandemic situation, it was very critical time for me to find another job, as people are hiring limited staffs for their stores. I dropped many resumes at various stores, and I was very lucky that I found a part-time job in convenience store.
Every year, almost 2 million students come to Canada in search of a better life. However, in recent months, many of them have had difficulty finding housing due to COVID.
When I was in my home country, I have talked with many people who were providing the accommodation for students. But due to the long distance, it was difficult to find any. So initially I stayed at my relatives' home. But after some time, I started looking for accommodation using Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace. But due to COVID, it was hard for me as a student because people had required 3 doses of vaccination, and it took almost a month to find a suitable accommodation.
Students were also in financial distress because they were unable to find work in the surrounding cities.
Initially, I started traveling from Brampton to Mississauga for my job, but I could not find it easy to manage because most of the money that I earned from my job was spent in traveling. Every international students have only 20 hours for a week to earn money. So in terms of that, it is very hard for them to manage their expenses, especially in terms of the transportation cost, the food cost, the minimum wages that they are getting are very less. So it is really very hard to manage by their own selves.
However, after submitting numerous applications, he was offered a position at a Walmart store in his city, and now he can save money on transportation. Although pandemic has added more difficulties to international student lives, things are getting better today and they have greater hope for the future.